I'm back. Alrighty. Tank roll quest time. So far, I've done the melee DPS one and the healer one. The melee DPS one, I thought was alright. I wasn't super into it, to be honest. The healing one, though, I really enjoyed. I assume probably because Fidola and Arenvald were in it. So I liked it more. Compared to the Company of Heroes, which I don't. They're alright. I don't have much attachment to them, I'm gonna be honest. It was alright. More Brave Flicks would have been nice. I was expecting it to be more about, you know, the actual leaders, like Millweb and Raoban. But so far they've only been slightly involved. Oh, why did I come here? This isn't the R one I wanted to go to. This is the R one I wanted to go to. Yeah. I don't know. I think this one's Grodania, which is, we'll see. It's not a promising start. But I hear the, oh shit. Before I forget, make sure we're not running around in Christmas gear. It's a Reaper. Not the best choice. Not the most appropriate clothing. Dun, 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 dun. Next class I'm leveling up is Red Mage. Because I need magical DPS and ranged physical, right? So I decided on Red Mage because that's been my main for like ever. It isn't really anymore. Alright. Our fellow rabbit. And then I think I'm going Dancer for melee physical. I was gonna go Machinist because I prefer the sort of style of Machinist. But I was looking at the sort of end gear. And I think I prefer the Dancer one, to be honest. The Machinist just looks like the Machinist one always looks like. It doesn't look very different. I'm like, alright. I've already got that cool fucking PvP set. It's hard to beat that. For Machinist. Shrouded in Peril. I'm not sure who this will be about if it's not just going to be about Kan-E-Senna. Because the other two have been sort of tangentially related to the leader, but they sort of focused on someone else. Like I was saying, like the Company of Heroes and Arenvald and Fidola, so I don't know who that would be here. I have come on behalf of the Twin Adders to enlist the aid of accomplished fighters. The small folk cower in their homes for fear of an unprecedented threat to the Twelswood, a blasphemy. It strikes quickly and with deadly precision before returning to the shadows whence it came. Try as we might, we have yet to devise a means to track it, much less slay it. Several brave souls search for it even now, but their chances would improve greatly if they had a stout protector by their side. Judging by your reputation, I dare say you're precisely the man we seek. What say you? Will you serve as a shield that stands between Grodania and certain doom? Protecting the realm is what I do. I will take that as an enthusiastic yes. Make haste to the Adder's nest and report to my superior. All Grodania shall pray for your success. Alright, one more thing I will say about these role quests. I don't like that they're connected to the blast themes. Because that means you have to have them still be around when you're going back doing it post-game, post-expansion. Because not many people are going to have leveled up all the classes to do these before they finish their expansion story, the MSQ. I mentioned some people will, but most people aren't going to have done that, which means most people are going to do at least some of them after they finish the MSQ. By the way, the idea that you can do it, like, it makes sense to do it during the MSQ I do not agree with that. I don't agree with that after doing it. Like, I didn't hit 90 until like halfway through the last zone, which means I would have had to leave the last zone to come back here to do the last quest, which would not have made any sense. I think it's better to do them afterwards, to be honest. But yeah, I don't like that they're connected to the blast themes. I kind of just wish they were like done with after the expansion, you know? It's weird to me that they're still going around. Like it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like they make it make sense, but it feels kind of forced to make sense. Like it could have just been random stuff we were helping them with and I'd be cool with that. Which is basically what it is anyway. Like the melee one was basically dealing with the Sahagin, which was really cool. It was like definitely what they should have done, and the healer one was dealing with Fidola and Arengold. Like that's the focus of those. The blast themes there just sort of to push the progression of that story, and I don't think they really needed that. It's like it's there to connect it to the expansion and I guess give you a reason to do it, but it just doesn't feel like it's needed. It feels like an unnecessary addition to it, in my opinion. That's my one thing, I would say. Especially because they're supposed to be like replacing the job quests, and the job quests were never really related to the main expansion anyway, right? The MSQ, so I don't really see why these have to be. I'm perfectly fine with them just being their own thing. Our liaison at Razard Hand sent word of your arrival, but I can still scarcely believe our luck. You truly here to help us bring this wicked blasphemy to heel. Yep. Then there is hope for us yet. I shall fetch the Elder Seats here at once. She is leading the hunt, and I'm certain she'll be most eager to see you. Happy to see her too. Good old Kan-E-Senna. Hello. Full glad am I to welcome you in good health and good spirits, Tai. On behalf of all Gridania, allow me to thank you for raising to our defense yet again. It's what I do. You will forgive me for eschewing further formalities. As time is of the essence, I shall share with you what little we know of this elusive scourge. Following the events in Favner, we received a report that an unidentified man had fallen into fits on the road before transforming into a beast most foul, a blasphemy, we soon determined. Eyewitnesses to subsequent attacks spoke of patterns of its skin reminiscent of heavy chains, and thus we have named it Gleipnir, for the creature of legend. It emerges from the brush without warning, bringing destruction and tragedy to those unfortunate enough to be near. Ere we can respond, it retreats into hiding, leaving no trace for us to follow. The elementals cry for us to rid the forest of this wicked presence, yet even if we tracked it to its lair, I fear besting the beast would be no simple matter. What up? The wounds of Gleipnir's victims are tainted by corruption. We can but conclude that the fiend's fangs and claws and horns are all imbued with a powerful poison. The smallest scratch sends the afflicted into fits, and death soon follows. Ow. Alright, well that's rude. Mayhap you know of the creeping death. The effects of Gleipnir's vile poison bear more than a passing similarity to the symptoms of that deadly plague. It swept through the Twelveswood many years ago. The sick found their skin covered in chain-like patterns, and spent their final moments in excruciating pain. Chain-like, huh? Well, I'm gonna assume that's not just a coincidence. 'Twas long before I came to Gridania, but people still speak of it with dread. Is it true that the disease spared not a single Hjá? Very nearly, yes. Before the remainder were taken, we were able to devise a cure for the Glimshroom. Slow though it was, the scars of this tragedy could then begin to heal. Gleipnir threatens to reopen old wounds, I fear. Yet despite the similarities between the blasphemous corruption and the creeping death's marks, it is unclear how these two phenomena are related, if at all. The person that turned was somehow affected by it, right? They lost people they loved to it, or they'd suddenly got it and it'd come back or something. Something regarding that. Both country and white magic have failed to abate the poison's spread. To confront Gleipnir now would place our soldiers at risk of grievous injury. Forgive me, Elder Seatsia, but this appears to be urgent. Don't mind me, I'm fine. What? Again? Gleipnir has struck once more, in the North Shroud. The whalers came too late to see the beast themselves, but the man it attacked yet lives. They're bringing him to full guard float as we speak. Then we must meet them there. Will you accompany us, Ty? Elfmar should be able to appraise us of the details upon our arrival. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine with me. I'll come. I'll have a little fun. Take that off, shall we? God damn you, game. Why do I forget? Why must I forget? Why does one forget? Flex a little bit, shall we? We cannot say for certain Gleip has quit this place. Stay on your guard. I'm always on my guard. Word of the attack is yet to spread among the populace. They remain calm, for now. Right? Elder Seatsia, you honor us with your presence. I cannot thank you enough for coming all this way. Given the dire circumstances, I would not leave this to another. Where is the wounded man? Our side of the Boblin Cork. Being attended by one of our healers. He's a capable healer, but I worry this is beyond his abilities. I shall do all in my power to aid him. I, in turn, may have need of assistance as well. I ask that you stay close, both of you. Sure thing, sure thing. You'll find the victim under the eaves of the Bob and Cork. One of the healers is doing what he can, but surely will not begrudge any help you can offer. Alright. Well, a nice little place to fish. Honestly, this is a nice little area in general. I always forget this place exists. Oh, look at this. It's beautiful. You just jump in some water. There's another little jump in some water. It's a cool ass house. You know what? Gridania doesn't get enough respect. There's some cool fucking places in Gridania. Like, Limsa's cool. But then you go outside Limsa and it's like, yeah, it's alright. You got a lighthouse over there, I suppose. Bit of crystal. But Gridania got grass house. Who doesn't want a grass house? Are you downstairs? Did I miss you? What am I missing? I guess they're outside. Yeah, here we go. That he survived his encounter with Gleipnir speaks to his fortitude. I know not if he can be saved, but if we can at least delay his suffering, we must. Agreed. He clings to life, albeit barely. We must try to ease his pain. Oh, fucking hell! Bit rude. No need to swear. I mean, I know you're dying, but still. Sorry, I wanted to look at the waterfall. He's a hardy soul, but I'm utterly at a loss. When I manage to heal his wounds, the poison lingers. I fear the worst of it is yet to come. When I removed his clothes for treatment, I recognised the chains, that this is indeed the creeping death. Do not lose heart. I shall spare no efforts. Rest for now. We may have need of your talents again ere long. Kyogis, man! Kyogis! Bloody swarm of them! I came from the East Gate. Kyogis are known as carriers of the creeping death. The villagers are on edge. I think they think the Valkin harbingers are of another plague. They may panic. Pray see to the Kyogis. I shall remain here with the victim. Alright. I shall do everything in my power to save this man. I entrust the matter of the Kyogis to you. No, Yosuke. We cannot let the Kyogis enter the village. Rumours of sickness have already begun to spread, and a swarm of them will surely sow terror and discord. Oh, fucking hell again! That man needs to learn to stop swearing. What a foul-mouthed person. Like that. Da ba da ba 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 da ba ba da ba da 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 da. Yeah, ba da ba ba da da, buddy. I think this wild-eyed fellow is the source of the earlier yelling. Do you see any Kyogis nearby? They were near Older Springs, a whole swarm of them, like an army getting ready for war. Bringing the creeping death like as not. Folk have been dropping dead with no rhyme or reason. I'm not about to join them. No siree. Came running back as fast as my legs could carry me. Were you bitten? I will show you to a healer if so. Not a single hole that doesn't belong, you can be sure. You'd best to do something about that swarm though. Would that we could, but keeping the gate manned is our priority. And we have not the numbers to spare for a hunting party. By the time whaler reinforcements arrive, it may be too late. We'll deal with the Kyogis. The one who calls the greater number owes the other a flagon of ale, eh? Aye. I commend your bravery. Godspeed, and do not get bitten, or you're not fucking coming back into my village. Yes, run, bitch. Don't know why people make these wagers with me. They know they're going to lose. I am the warrior of light, so that's what I do. Hello. We're likely to hear the swarm before we can see it. Keep your weapon close at hand. We cannot allow a single one to escape. Sure thing, chicken wing. It's kind of a fate happening out at the minute though, buddy. Kind of complicates things a little bit. Oh, here we go. There, friend, do not worry. I am here. I've not had a chance to use this yet. God damn it, come here, I want to use this. Oh, fuck's sake. Just so much damage, I don't get to see it in action. Come here. Easy. Easy peasy. Squeezy lemons. Yes. 12 be praised, and you have come bearing a cure for the creeping death, but it's a little use against actual death. Well, get your ass in there then, you son of a gun. Aye, that's why I've come. I dare to tell of a man suffering from uncommon pains at Forgard Float. Sense an opportunity for philanthropy, and a touch of profit, I'll admit. But what you say is true. His condition demands a much swifter power of fate than mine. Could you bring the medicine to him in my stead? No need for payment this time, of course. Yeah, I'm on it. Oh, you saved my life. But one good turn deserves another. I only hope the cure works as well as purported. As for me, I'll be on my way, and give any Valkin a wide berth. You do that, Pally Jim. I shouldn't take Argos, should I? That feels a bit spoilery. Give it a bit before I start using him properly. I don't know that it's spoilery, is it? It's just like... I'm surprised you can't go through that though. It's just... showing that you get the mount, really, I suppose. Still. You've brought the medicine. What luck! We must administer it straight away. I love you, buddy, but you are kind of in my way a lot here. To think that mere mention of Kyogis could spark such a panic. The creeping death casts a long shadow over these lands. Thank you for culling the Kyogis. Alas, our patient's condition has yet to improve. And it is all we can do to keep him from succumbing to the poison. Whoa, just so happens I got a cure. I know this medicine. It was once used to treat the creeping death. Given his symptoms, it may well prove effective here as well. Worth a try? Worth a try, I would say. It works upon the body quite quickly, as I recall. Oh, fuck it out! Hold on just a little while longer, my friend. The medicine will soon relieve your pain. I don't... It hurts! It hurts! Oh, fuck it out! Please stop swearing, sir. Why? Why? The man shrieks and shrieks die enough. His throat as his body is wrecked by violent convulsions. It then falls still and quiet, as if his breath was snatched from his chest. I don't think that bodes well, I'm going to be honest with you, Kan-E. Can I call you Kan-E? Sure, that's fine, right, Kan-E? Kan-E, do it, Kan-E. 12, have mercy. At the very least, his suffering is over. Had we been quicker to deliver the medicine, would he have lived? Nay, I think not. He was doomed from the moment the poison entered his blood. As will be the others, if we do not soon gain an understanding of our foe. Let this tragedy not be in vain, but serve as a lesson. Though the effects of Glimepir's corruption resemble the creeping death, it is clear that the two share little else in common. The poison burns through the body more quickly than any disease. Too deadly is it to be borne by creatures so fragile as Kyogis, or any other besides. Then that is one less possibility the people need fear. 'Tis a shame a life was lost, but this knowledge may help us ensure that others are not. Spread word, but do so with delicacy. In these troubled times, fear and despair can drive even the goodliest soul to desperate ends. Glimepir is not the only blasphemy known to us in Gridania, for now. We must do our utmost to stop him from sowing further discord. Understood, Elder Seedseer. I'll give this man a proper burial before sharing what we've discovered. Very good, very good. Sure. Ascertaining Gleipnir's whereabouts is still a primary concern. Let us return to the Adder's Nest for information. Shall be our most reliable weapon in the days ahead, and there's no better place to acquire it. Makes sense. I'm with you. I shall speak with the people after this man receives a proper burial. To honour his sacrifice, I must do what I can to buoy their hope. Can't even talk to him. Truly, he is dead. Bless his cotton socks, of which he's not wearing. He's not wearing any socks. Tut tut. Tut 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 tut. Hello. crystal thingy over there? No. Nor should they be, really. It's pretty close. Yeah, hello? Now, shall we? Oh, god damn it, not again. I didn't realize you were here. Ah, great. That's cute. Glider has been sighted in various locales, and though we are reviewing every report, we suspect most are erroneous. Fear has a way of making one jump at shadows. It will take some time before we have determined which reports merit a more involved investigation. Until then, I see you stay vigilant. Keep your eyes peeled for any sign of the blasphemy. Alright. To give voice, we have followed up on every report concerning Gleipnir, even those that beggared belief. The most promising suggest that the blasphemer is currently stalking the South Shroud. We are to proceed there at once, though there is no telling when it might strike again. The elder Seedseer is already en route to Roots Lake. Let us not keep her waiting. Sounds good to me. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-dum-bum-bum-ba-da-bum-bum. Hello. Oh, we're pretty close in person. Oh, you give me a little hug. I understand. Turn away, Kan-E. You don't want to see this. No sign of the beast yet, thankfully. A single glimpse of Gleipnir might send the people running, and we would be hard-pressed to restore order. Wait, you're so much taller than me. What the fuck? Are you taller than me? I'm not saying I have height issues, but oh, you are. My ears are taller than you, though, so fuck you. I still win. Greetings, Tai. As luck would have it, my sister Rhea O frequents Camp Tranquil. We would do well to meet her first, but she may have knowledge of this threat that can aid us in our search. Took a Fantasia, then I'll be taller than you. Oh, this just reminds me of that fucking Moogle questline. The post-Moogle thing. Ooh, that was a mixed bag. It's been too long, Rhea O. Kan-E, I was afraid this situation might force your arrival. Would that this reunion was under more joyous circumstances. It's heartening to see her joined by the bearer of a tower's will. Unfortunately, Gleipnir's poison cannot be cured by any healing force known to us, as I'm sure you've already learned. Nevertheless, I have faith that together we will win, and we will find a way to defeat it. Well, I'm glad you noticed my thing. Every moment is crucial, so let us dispense with further pleasantries. Have you received word of Gleipnir's whereabouts? I have. It recently ambushed a poor traveller who succumbed to his wounds soon thereafter. A tragic and increasingly common tale. Now others in Camp Tranquil have come to harm, but some claim they feel a presence in the distant trees, staring at them with malicious intensity. They struggle to find the courage to venture beyond the safety of the camp, while its victims exhibit symptoms reminiscent of creeping death. Gleipnir's corruption seems only to affect those that have been assaulted by the blasphemy itself. We have yet to confirm a single instance of it spreading from one individual to another. That's somewhat reassuring, but it will provide me little comfort to the people here, I think. If Gleipnir comes, any defense we mount will come at great cost. Those who fall wounded will invariably die. I'm at a loss, and the people under my care can see it. They grow tense and bicker amongst themselves. Some even accuse me of standing idly by when this monster roams free, as if I'm not doing all that I can. I apologize. Would that I had come sooner. Would that there were more I could offer you. Not every burden is yours to bear, Kan-E. I can call you Kan-E. Nice. Thank you. He is right. It is the duty of all Seedseers to face this threat, and so we should do this together, with the aid of the elementals as well. Under different circumstances I would agree, but their strength has waned since the calamity, and I am reluctant to impose upon them. Indeed, when I open my thoughts to the elementals, I shudder to hear their distress. Once we have laid low the blasphemy, the elementals will be at peace. Well then, how do you propose we go about that? First allow me to speak with the people here, and assume them all will be well, that Gridania's resolve to weather this storm remains steadfast. No road is closed to those true of heart. I suppose I should not be surprised that you begin with the earnest and heartfelt appeal. For my part, I shall reach out to Irune. Perhaps together we can find a way to offer similar comfort to the elementals. I have no doubt we will require their assistance in days ahead. Thank you, sister. May the 12 watch over you and keep you both. Wait. May I trouble you to accompany me? The presence of a storied hero would surely lend credence to my claims that the people's difficulties will soon be at hand. While you attend to that, I shall gather what information I can from the wood whalers stationed here. Pray look for me at the camp proper when you have finished. Alright. Some nice sweeping camera movement. Love it when you love it. What's love got to do with that, baby? Oh. If we are convinced that the people, we are to convince the people that they need not live in fear of Gleipnir, then my words alone may be insufficient. I do not comport myself as an imposing figure blessed with martial prowess, to say the least. You, on the other hand, are renowned as a peerless warrior who has triumphed in countless trials. Simply looking on your features fills me with confidence that this crisis too shall pass. Oh, thank you. I pray you stand by my side, and that those we speak with might be joyed by your presence. Oh, welcome to the team, Kan-E-Senna. Try as they might to go about their lives as normal, there is an unmistakable tension in their every movement. We must do what we can to put their minds at ease. Alright. Here for it. Sure want to talk to Kan-E-Senna? No, bird. Another day, another adventure after an elite mark. No, actually. Didn't know you did that. Wait, I did not know you did this. What? Weird. I didn't know that was a thing. Seedseers are sitting pretty with their guards and finery. What do they care if a beastie was running amok? They'll be fine. That's why they're doing nothing while it haunts us. We'd be fools to trust our lives to those that don't care a whit. Our past time, we went south. Least in order, they don't pretend to look out for the common man. Now, you're being rude. Elder Seedseer, I was just, shit. I promise you that we are sparing no effort in our hunt for Gleipnir. However, it will take time, and more may suffer before the beast is laid low. Nevertheless, I ask that you place your faith in me, but only for a little while longer. I love the Twelveswood and her people with all my heart. I will not let our enemy torment us forever. I understand. Man's gotta give voice to his words from time to time, Nothing I want less than to abandon my own. I'll stick around. For now. Sorry about earlier. I've been strung tighter than a longbow lately. I really do appreciate the Seedseers and all they've done for us, and I pray they can deliver us from this evil. You got anything to say about that? Try as they might to go about their lives as normal. There is okay, yeah, no. We've done that. We've been there, we said hello, we walked away. Damn it, bird. A single scratch is enough to spell one's doom, they say. Nothing but to wait for death to come. How can we face a beast like this? Do not give in to despair, my friend. Know that I shall do all in my power to see us through this crisis. Hold fast to hope, and encourage others to do so as well. I'll try, Elder Seedseer, I'll try. I know you've placed yourself at risk, leaving the safety of the city and coming here. That means a lot to me and mine. I'll stay close to the whalers and pray news of your triumph reaches us. Thank you. I promise you that it will not be long. Everyone's scared, but so long as we stick together and stay strong, I think we'll survive. Fingers crossed. Cross them fingers. I saw it! A gargantuan beast stalking the woods, with horns the size of my leg. And it's a big fucking leg. What's to stop it from coming here to fill its belly? Gleipnir will do no such thing, I swear. I shall see to it personally that the blasphemy does not come within a mile of this village. Keep heart, for brighter days lie ahead of us. Truly, Elder Seedseer, perhaps I let my imagination get the better of me. You were a beacon in these dark times. I pray you restore the peace soon. I shall, you can be certain. We can cower in fear, or we can strive to lift one another's flagging spirits. Better to choose the latter, I say. May the matron bring you victory, for all of your sakes. Duty. Hey buddy. How you doing? How you getting on? Will that be all for now, Elder Seedseer? It will. I've done what I can to quell the unrest, but so long as Gleipnir lives, they will never be at peace. Sometimes simply landing an air does wonders. Yeah, I goofed that a little bit, didn't I? Sometimes simply lending an ear does wonders. As must be the case for the elementals, yes? Indeed, you are correct. Today was a welcome reminder of that truth, and an important step in our journey. Mayhap I should visit these settlements more often, yes. Doubtless some here think me as distant as the elementals. So rarely did they see me in the outer reaches. You have served me admirably as protectors of the star, for which I am grateful. Yet until we have found and laid Gleipnir low, I must continue to impose upon your goodwill. He's always by your side anyway. 'Tis no imposition, Elder Seedseer. You have saved me on the killing fields of Cartano. My life is yours, now and always. Oh. Your life is your own to command, but I thank you for your words, and your conviction, which fills me with confidence that the path we walk is true. Even if that path takes us far afield. Did I ever tell you that? When I was a young student, I would often steal into the woods with a dear friend of mine, much to the chagrin of our teachers. Deep down I suspect that there is still a part of me that yearns to wander where I should not. And get to it, that's what I do. I know you. What are you doing here anyway? You should be off helping in Limsa, right? Elder Seedseer, word from the border. We've got ourselves a right bloody mess by the sounds of it. This boy gets to be in too. What a lucky bastard. What has happened? Per your earlier instructions, the whalers closed the roads to all travel while we scoured the woods for signs of Gleipnir. But now a group of locals are demanding to be let through Thanalan. They're terrified by the sound of it, screaming about the creeping death, and God knows what else. If I could just put my lance in the creeping death, this would be over. Send me, Kan-E-Senna. Despair grips their hearts. If it consumes them wholly, then we may have yet more blasphemies to contend with. I will speak with them. Wild rumors fuel their panic, and with truth and compassion will I convince them to see reason and return to their homes. This is the problem. How is this still happening? How can they still turn? Like, I can buy the ones that have already turned are still an issue, but the more are going to turn seems a bit odd. Because then, like, despair is not just going to disappear. Like, people always, like, you know, everyone's going to have despair at some point. It seems odd that, you know, I don't know. Maybe it just takes time for it to fade. I suppose that's an easy reason. If anyone can, it's you, Elder Seetsia. We're doing our best to keep them calm for now, but my man's words painted a grim picture. I pray you make your way to the border as quickly as you can. Aren't I your captain at this point in the story, sir? You should be referring to me as such. Acting captain, I guess. Follow the road south and you'll find them soon enough. My men are doing what they can, but we're soldiers, not mediators. I know, you just want to put your staff in it. Your pike, whatever. Or refrain from saying stick. Sounds a little bit dirty. Wish it's a wee bit dirty. Yeah, it's good we arrived when we did. Any later, we might have been met with a bloodier sight. The people here are indeed terrified. I must take care of my words. You alright? Let us through, damn you! We're standing here while the creeping death nips at our heels. You're telling us to die. The rumours are false. The Elder Seetsia herself sent word that the creeping death is not responsible for the recent incidents. It's something far more terrifying, actually, when you think about it. You mustn't surrender to panic. Return to your homes where we deal with the threat. Pay no heed to the baseless stories. It's just some terrifying big-ass monster. You'll be right. Stories? Stories? I've been dead with my own eyes. Don't tell me what is and isn't true. Hearken to me, my friends. I come before you now to assure you that the creeping death has not returned. Only those who have been wounded by Gleipnir are in danger, and so I beseech you to take shelter in your homes until the threat has passed. Gleipnir, the beast I saw in the wood. We have to run. It could have followed us. You saw him? Where? Oh, he's right behind that rock. Do you not see him? Not far from here. Those glistening horns, those terrible chains, reaching out to drag you down to the 7th hell. We ran, and we ran, and we never looked back. But don't worry, if I didn't catch any of us, no one's marked, see? That means we're safe, right? Yes, safe. But say we weren't quite fast enough. What then? Oh dear. Its horns and claws are where the poison resides, and even a scratch would be a cause for concern. Come now. Oh, buddy. Even a little scratch. Oh, pal. Then it's too late for me? Is that why my body feels like it's on fire? You told me the branches trip you up. You said that's how it happened. You said. And then they turned on their fellow corrupted brethren. Oh, heavenly winds, guide us to the font of strength. May we drink from it or some shit. Shit. I was having a talk, Kan-E, sorry. I was thinking back to the final dungeon, where the first area of it is like pestilence, and then they're like, and then they turned on each other. Like, that reminded me of that bit. I don't feel any better. Do it again. Do it again. It hurts. Help me. Conjuring has no effect. There can be no mistake. This is Gleipnir's doing. Even so, I ask that you do not lose heart. Stay strong, for if we surrender to fear, the beast has already won. No, I don't want to die. Please, help me. Oh, buddy. Ah! Sorry, that was a bit loud. Well, this is definitely still happening then. Get back. You said it wasn't. Why? Liars, liars, all of you. None of us are safe. None of us will. Yeah, a bit quiet that time. Fucking donkeys. Despair made manifest. 12th end. Is there naught that can be done to these poor souls? Yeah, I can slay them. That's it. That's about all you got. Not but one thing. I know. We must lay them to rest. Contain the threat. Alright, you monkey-looking bastards. This is what you get for giving into fear and such. Yes. Beat this one up first, he's a dick. You know what, let's do this. Some might say this is overkill. And they would be right. They would be pretty right about that, actually. 'Twas not the poison which triggered their transformation, but despair. Overwhelming despair. I noticed. We did what we had to do. If we had let the fiends live, the blood of many would have been on our hands. You don't need to tell me. I know. I can't take it. What kind of life is this? Waiting to be hunted or turned into one of them. Oh, don't start. You'll be there too. Matron of mercy. What were those fiends? The creeping death seems a mercy compared to an end like that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure telling people that that's gonna happen instead is gonna be making them feel any happier. They are at peace. Would that it not have come to this? I was powerless to prevent it. And you see, Kan-E, how this works is, because they turned into those beasts, they don't return into the ethereal sea, is my understanding. And therefore I'm not sure they do have peace. I think they just don't exist anymore. That's what was said in the MSQ anyway. So, you don't get to, it's not really, cop out for you, I'm afraid. Don't get to use that one. We all have to be just, we gotta deal with that. Bad shit happened. You did all you could, Elder Seedseer. Is that what's going to happen to us? Is there no hope? What you witnessed was the fate of those who fall to deepest despair. It feeds upon grief and anguish. Is more deadly than Gleipnir itself. But as I swore to you that we shall defeat the blasphemy that haunts our homeland, so too do I swear that despair will not be the end of us. Keep the faith and look to the horizon, for brighter days will come. As you say, Elder Seetsia, as you say. Gleipnir is not here, and so you are free to return to your homes. I but urge you take care on the path back. We will, Elder Seetsia. Very good, very good. The storm has passed, but a darker tempest roars in the distance. So long as the spectre of despair looms, the people will struggle to take any words to comfort to heart. We will see more tragedies like this. The elementals too cry out for a solution. The longer we struggle to resolve this crisis, the more innocent lives we put at risk. Rhea O said we would need to turn to the elementals for assistance, and I know that what that she says was right. And so I will seek an audience with the Great One. However, there are preparations I must attend to first. I should make the proper ablutions at Lotus Stand, pray return to the Adder's Nest, and await my summons. What? I will do. What's love got to do with it, baby? What's love but a second-hand emotion? Man, we've not even seen the big beast boy yet. Wonder what this one looks like. Hello. Despite our best efforts, we've been unable to prevent further loss of life. I foresee even greater hardship ahead. As we press on, we mustn't forget the words of the Elder Seetsia. We must strive to remain undaunted in the face of despair. She is preparing for a communion with the Great One. When the time is right, she will call upon us both. Till then, my friend, stay strong. You too, buddy. I think it's time, actually. I think it was just a really quick, brief intermission she took. I think we're good to go. Situation has worsened since last we spoke. Gleipnir grows bolder in his attacks, and the conjurers have spread thin in their efforts to attend the victims. Moreover, we are no longer closer to finding a means to counteract the blasphemous poison. With no choice but to wait until death claims them, some are overwhelmed by hopelessness, becoming mad beasts that lash out at their former countrymen. Such tragedies are all too easy but to beget further tragedy, as bereaved loved ones in turn overcome and share in the same horrid fate. The people speak of these incidents in hushed whispers, afraid that at any moment a monster might appear within their midst. If we could find a cure for the blasphemous poison. Indeed, let us hope that the Elder Seetsia's efforts to enlist the aid of the elementals are successful, and that we may at last cleanse the Twelswood of this evil once and for all. Urgent news, Tai. Gleipnir has ambushed a party of wood whalers. They are engaged with the blasphemy near the Guardian Tree, where the Great One slumbers. This bodes ill, as it divined the Elder Seetsia's intent. Is it attempting to prevent her from communicating with the elementals? Bah! In any event, we cannot let Gleipnir harm the tree. The Elder Seetsia bade us rendezvous with her at Sorrel Haven. We leave at once. So far of the three, this is the one that feels most sort of in tune with the whole Final Days thing. Like it didn't feel as present with the others two. Kind of like I was saying before, it kind of felt like it was just there to push a certain bit of the story forward. Whereas here it feels like it is like the focus, which is interesting. It certainly adds more depth to it. Honestly, they should just have the sky on fire. Well, no, it wouldn't work, would it? I don't know, it's a bit confusing. But yeah, I think that was it helps to sort of show that it was an issue everywhere and not just Razatan and Garlemald. which is good. And what stuff is any of those hairstaffs? Battered arms and armor are strewn across the ground, but there is no other trace of man or blasphemy. You were saying? Easy peasy. You tried, bless you. I see. I think I know what happened here. Though I pray that I am wrong. Can I elaborate? Please? There is no sign of the wood whalers, save their arms and armor. Seasoned warriors would never cast aside their equipment. But here it lies, and I see not a single body. In the face of certain death, even the bravest among us can succumb to despair. Before the blasphemy's poison took them, they transformed. Makes sense. Gleipnir could not have gone far. He may be watching us even now. Alright, bring your ass out here, you son of a bitch. Be on your guard. The air is thick with corruption. If the wood whalers succumb to a man, then we can expect a hard fight. Though I dread the thought of hurting our brave soldiers, we cannot allow the creatures they have become to roam free. Let us form two groups to more quickly track down and kill the beasts. Once we have finished, we shall regroup under the boughs of the guardian tree. Alright? Seems reasonable to me. Indeed. So by two groups they meant we'll bugger off on our own and you go do your own thing. How rude. Oh, that son of a bitch is over there. Oof, what an asshole. What an utter asshole. We find no trace of the whalers turned beasts. I'd say that's a good thing. Oh, I say that's not too bad, not too shabby. Pretty alright, actually. Yeah, da 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 da. Hello. Goodbye. Easy peasy. Squeezy lemons. Squeezy lemons. Go away with your feet, thank you. I don't need it. Not today. Bum bum bum. Sense a hostile presence. That little bugger trying it. Didn't stand a chance, mate. Did not stand a chance. Oh, that's a tree. That's a bloody tree, that is. Oh, I had no idea. Hello, fellow tanks. Ooh, hello. It's was gonna say just like old times, but technically this character started in Limsa, I think. Yeah. The one I, like, played properly through with, started in Gridania, though. Our work is done, then. The loss of so many brave souls is tragic, but now they are at peace, and the guardian tree is safe. Let us take comfort in that. Well, the big boy's still around somewhere, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I but pray the Great One will hear my plea. Screenshot heaven. This is cool. I don't believe I've seen this before. Ah! Kan-E? Lucitia, are you hurt? The Great One is filled with fear. An all-consuming fear unlike any I've ever felt. It's spoken to me, and its words were clarion. Drive the evil away. Drive the evil away. It can think of naught else, and so we will not receive the aid we seek. Not until we can dispel the dread that claws at the forest's very heart. No, this was our last hope. There is always hope. We are not alone. Ooh. Hello. Ah, look at you! Little behemoth wannabe. I see your chains. How chainy. Very kinky. Fucking raw to you, buddy. There can be no mistake. This is the profane beast. The blasphemy that has mired the Twelveswood in despair. Gleipnir. Hello. Stay back. What are you doing? I'm the tank, you donkey. It makes for the guardian tree. We must stop it. You gonna let me do my duty? The poison. You mustn't let it touch you. Such fearsome strength. Alright, my turn. I don't think so, buddy. I got a shield and a sword. I got both the Pokemons. Well, I can stand on my fucking hind legs too, mate. Mr. showing off with his fucking hind legs standing. Let's hope no one gets killed while I'm doing this. Jesus, that would be unfortunate. Oh, it's not this little dude, is it? In accordance with our covenant, we Pajala have been blessed by the elementals. From the moment we are chosen, we are bound to act as mediators between man and nature. The most skilled among us are honored as Seedseers, and it is their duty to guide Gridania through times both poor and prosperous. I cannot say which of you will be found more worthy. In my estimation, you both have the potential to become Seedseers. Of that, I become more certain by the day. Oh. So that one. She the one. But I don't want to be a Seedseer. I never wanted to be a Pajal either. I never even asked for any of this. Why can't I live my life like a normal person, just like everyone else? How come I don't get to grow old? Why was I cursed with these ugly horns? They're not ugly. I like them. And maybe we didn't choose to be born this way, but I don't think it makes us that different from everyone else. It's a rare gift, a blessing even. And if we can use it to help others, then we should. Don't give up on becoming a seed seer. Kan-E. Oh, Kan-E. We'd all be worse for it. Oh. Oh, this is Kan-E-Senna. So the dude in this is the one that's turned, I'm assuming. Oh. Why is this some neat little backstory? A blessing. I never thought of it that way. I suppose I just hated not having a choice. But maybe you're right. Oh. Interesting. About time she got some character development. It's okay, I'm alive. And that's why he's going for her. Kan-E. I'm not equipped to deal with jumping. Luckily it was a big jump, not a just slightly behind me jump. You alright, Kan-E? The matron is merciful. The elder Seetsia has fallen unconscious, but is otherwise unharmed. The blasphemy must not have touched her, for I do not see the telltale mark of poison. Still, I am no healer, and she should be looked after by those who are. I shall carry her back to Gridania. You know, I am a healer. Just putting that out there, buddy. We must leave before Gleipnir returns. Await me at the Adder's Nest. What? I can do that. I can do meetings. Maybe said that I do not wish to do meetings, but I can do meetings. This is within my capability. Oh, it brought me here. That was nice of it. Thank you. Is this a koala? Little koala. Adorable. Am I the only short? Am I the only one that put the slider and dancer short for the bunny dudes? Everyone else seems to be tall. That's a little bit like me. Not a lot like me, but a little bit like me. Short people problems. Allow me to thank you again for your assistance. The elder Seetsia has been delivered into the care of Isumiyan, and by the grace of the elementals, will she make a full recovery. In fact, she has already regained consciousness, but is not yet allowed to receive visitors. We can but wait for now. God damn it! I was useless. I could do nothing while the elder Seetsia faced Gleipnir alone. I was to be her shield. That I stand before you while she is abed is proof of my failure. Calm down, buddy. She wouldn't have wanted you to throw your life away. Yeah, she didn't save you just to throw it away. You truly are the hero of whom the bards sing, aren't you? You suffered terrible trials, yet you still stand tall and resolute. You know. I had my moments. Thank you for your counsel. How close I came to forgetting the lessons of my past. I've spoken to few, truth be told. It brings me shame to recall it. I fought at Cartano, not as a soldier of the Eorzean Alliance, but as a conscript in the Gallian Imperial Army. Oh, I feel like I knew this, but I'm not sure. Clad in armor and Magitech, another drop in the sea of pitiless metal. You grow numb to the violence and the killing out of necessity. It becomes routine. Work to earn your next meal. But then the moon shattered and the dragon emerged, and when the dust had settled, I was another body clinging to life amongst the fallen. I remember staring at the burning sun above, growing weaker, wondering if the heat or an Aeosian blade would finish the job. I'm glad we're getting backstory for this guy too. But it wasn't death that came, but salvation. I was delivered from my well-earned fate by the elder Cetia. She deigned to save a man who once bared steel against her people. Her kindness didn't end there. Once my wounds had healed, she welcomed me with open arms. Never did she regard me with distrust, nor did she ever make me feel obliged to repay my debt. She fought not to take life, but to safeguard it. Through our friendship, I came to see the wisdom in that distinction, and pledged my remaining years to her service. 'Twould have accomplished nothing to throw myself against Gleipnir in vain, and even if there was profit to be found in the sacrifice, she would not abide it. Your words serve to remind me of this. We will defeat the blasphemy, aye, but we will do so without forsaking that which we hold dear. This, I swear. Hand in fist, buddy. Hand in fist. Alright. So, the reason I chose to go for a smaller dude was because everyone in the MSQ, all the Scions, are fucking tiny. And I didn't want to be like towering above them all, except Orianche and Astinian, I guess. So it's like, I'll go for like an average human height, which is about this. Like, I'm slightly taller than Thancred, I think. Which is tall enough for me. Tai, the elder Cetia has grown strong enough to receive visitors. Come, we must go to Stillglade Fane at once. Like, I'm like a whole head size taller than Graha. Where is this? Oh, the next bit over, okay. I know where this is. Bum 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 bum. Snorman. Oh, and a godbird's still around here somewhere. Oh, bit too far. I like. A wee bit too far. Ah, there she is. Elder Cetia, it fills my heart with joy to see you better in better health. I am gladdened by the presence you bring as well, my friend. Unless you wonder, know that the conjurers found no trace of poison in my humours. If you are ready, I would resume our search for Gleipnir. They may be up to the task, but you are not. It is one thing to engage in conversation, quite another to go gallivanting about the Twelveswood, hunting a blasphemy. I am aware you are a conjurer of surpassing skill. I will not presume to gainsay your judgment, but have my wounds not healed? Those visible to the naked eye, perhaps. Now worry that the strain of your communion with the Great One has taken a toll on you in ways we may struggle to perceive. The Great One is the being of purest ether, and you were exposed to its unbridled despair, its raw terror. There may be consequences. I am aware of that, but Gleipnir must be stopped. Until the blasphemy is laid low, people will continue to die. How am I to carry out my duties cloistered here? How am I to deliver the forest and its people from despair? 'Tis your duties that demand you remain. I understand your frustration. But if you were to fall in battle, if your guiding light you bear were to fade, then all Gridania would be lost. Rest, Kan-E. Rest and gather your strength so that when the time comes, you are fit to do what must be done. In the meantime, trust in your allies. You are right. That said, I see no reason I cannot join in planning our next step. As you said before, conversation is quite unlike gallivanting about on a hunt. Good. Our encounter with Gleipnir has made it plain that we cannot hope to triumph over it as we are. Only with the Great One's power can we achieve victory. When the 7th Unborn Calamity was nigh, the Great One committed a portion of its boundless strength to extend a barrier over heaven and earth. The Imran Edge. Thus was the 12s who had spared the worst. We can convince it to do so again, to lend us even a small measure of that power. We would not need fear the poison. Therefore, I believe we should pour our efforts into placating the elementals, that we might earn their favor. We must make your voice heard then, yes? Indeed, we must find a way to assure the Great One of our good intentions, to remind it that we labor not for its destruction, but its salvation. I think too that we must gain a greater understanding of what drives Gleipnir. It seems to bear a resentment towards the elementals, the Great One in particular. Why? Tell them about the fucking flashback we had, dude. I had pondered the question myself. Lingering memories of the person Gleipnir once was may be responsible. Reports from Rezat suggest this is likely the case, in fact. If we could but ascertain the original identity of the blasphemy. But where are we even to begin with our investigation? Ty, do a me. Yeah. You were granted a vision of Gleipnir's past, and I was there? Then I may know who he is. Or was. As do I. The boy who trained alongside Kan-E in her youth. Sura Supin. After all these years, is this what became of him? Ah, you mentioned him briefly before. Were you close? Sura was Pajali like me, but he had never known his parents, and devoted himself wholly to his studies. He embraced the role the forest had bestowed upon him, and truth be told, was a much better student than I ever was. A fair assessment, despite your esteemed heritage, you never took to my lessons as well as he, ever dreaming of the outside world. Stealing off into the woods more times than I can count. I could not keep watch over you at all hours, yet even if I tried. The elder Seedseer, a rebellious spirit. I can scarce imagine it. I resented being a Pajal. It was inconceivable to me that I could not live among the others, and I did not scruple to express my misgivings to Isumiyan at every opportunity. Isarda was a pillar of constant support. It was thanks to his encouragement that I at last embraced my destiny and resolved to use my gifts for the greater good. We would become seedseers together, I believed, until one fateful day, when we were gathering herbs in the forest at Isumiyan's behest. We met a wanderer hailing from a distant land who told us his beloved was with child, and that he had traveled to Gordania to beseech the Great One for a plainless birth. He asked us to guide him to the guardian tree. However, entry into such sacred places was not ours to permit, and there was something odd about his demeanor besides. With regret, I refused him, but Sura was loath to turn away a goodly stranger in need. He agreed to guide the man despite my protestations. I ran to Imasuna Yan as fast as I could, and together we made haste to the guardian tree. We found the man motionless on the ground, having succumbed to the Great One's rage, and next to him was Sura, alive but unconscious. In time he recovered and related the whole story. In truth, the man had been an adventurer, a seeker of wealthy glory, and as he had knelt to make false supplications, he lunged forward to tear a branch from the guardian tree. He was yet a child, and Asura had no inkling of darkness that could dwell within men's hearts. He learned the lesson that day, but the price he paid for it was great indeed. The Great One stripped Asura of his horns, and with them the right to call himself Bajal. I was forced to expel him from the fane. Wrong dude that. Whoops daisy, whoops daisy. I never saw him again, nor heard a word of what had become of him, though not for lack of trying. Despite his hardship, he did remain in the 12-wood all this time. I wonder. He dreamed of naught else but becoming Seedseer, of a life in service to the people in the forest. He knew the weight, the responsibility, and was eager to bear it. But he was deprived of the purpose by the very elementals he loved, and yet he did not lose that will to serve. I suspect, and instead resolved to watch over the 12-wood in his own way. I shudder to think what could have hastened his transformation into Gleipnir, as if his life was not harsh enough. In our final conversation, Asura confided in me that he would search for a means to calm the Great One's rage and earn absolution. To that end, he said that he would seek the counsel of the Mughals. They have called the 12-wood home far longer than we have, and so none are more like to have knowledge of his most hidden workings. That comes as no surprise. He would not give up so easily on his dream. Even if the Mughals know naught of Asura, they may be able to help us in other ways. Will you travel to the bramble patch in my stead, Ty? I have faith they will accept you with their characteristic aplomb. Yeah, I'm on it. I am on it like a car bonnet. Yep. I shall remain with the elder Seedseer, though I gladly join you in battle against all manner of fearsome foes. I think myself ill-equipped to contend with Mughal mischievousness, and I know you are a storied veteran of such mighty struggles. Fair enough. You're not wrong. A lot of dudes over here, right? Mughals are notoriously difficult to find if you do not wish to be found, but you will doubtless encounter one or two if you linger in the bramble patch. Though they may not know naught of Asura, perhaps they will have insight into how we can relive the Great One of its fear. Where's Kan-E? Where's she bugger off to? How rude. How rude indeed. Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well, oh well, oh well. And alright. Chiseling Spire. Oh, hello, Mughals.
Surely you can see that I am armed. If it's all the same to you, we don't want any. Move along, Kubo.
Oh, quite a peculiar face you have, Kupo. Familiar too. You wouldn't be the self-same warrior who gave legendary Mughals God War 4, would you? Ty, was it? Yeah. Oh, it's a great honour to meet you. Allow me to thank you personally for bringing this silliness to an end. Pewter Pika's the name. What brings you to our neck of the woods? Why, what a pleasant coincidence. We were just discussing how we ought to go about calming the elementals, Kupo. That blasphemy with dreadful horns has got them on edge. and for good reason. I've had to ask my personal guard here to sleep with one eye open. In case you hadn't noticed, the beast's corruption has been spreading all around the 12's woods. Needless to say, we've all got to stand up and put the 12's wood to rights. Ray Arrow suggested that the Moguls contribute by scouring the forest for even the smallest signs of taint. Lovely. Got to cleanse it before it gets out of hand, you know. Difficult and time consuming, but if it's in the service of the forest, then we'll do it gladly, Kobo. I know you. You're the adventurer who gave me one of my finest scars. Coupe de coupe of the Mogul's guard. No hard feelings about the whole hail to the King, Kobo, but I hope. Not going to call for a rematch either, in case you were worried about that. Ray Arrow and the others cured us of our tempering and afterwards sat us down for a stern lecture. No more calling upon King Moogle the 12th for us. May he ever remain unsummoned in his royal grace and splendour. Indeed, and what better way to make up for past indiscretions than to serve the realm? Even though our kin scour every elm of the 12's wood, we would be remiss not to do our part. We would be overjoyed to have such a hero as you helping us as well. If you're willing, something tells me you've a sharp eye for the taint we seek to cleanse. What are you trying to say? You cheeky bastard. Can we count on you, Kupo? Calling me a taint chaser, how dare you? Your reputation for magnanimity is well deserved. Let's begin by moving to higher ground that we may survey the area and locate any particularly nasty spots of light, Kupo. Sounds good to me, Kupo. A little bit higher? Where are you, you little bastard? You're flying. You're literally flying. Oh, you were able to make your way up there after all. I was worried you'd be stuck. Apologies for leaving you behind, but it's so easy to forget your kind lack wings, Kupo. Now then, where is it? I don't know, buddy. There, to the south. Let us cleanse that festering taint at once. The less you say taint, the happier I'm going to be, sir. The grass is a bit brittle, Kupo. Restoring this area will surely put pep in the Great One's step. Bad feet, that is. Oh, hello. Boom. Go on, get yours up. No? Okay. I would help. I had charges left, but no mind. That's some white fine work, Kupo. I dare say it's even better shape than it was before. The others are doubtless flittering about, stamping out corruption wheresoever it rears its hideous head. If I were the Great One, I would be applauding our efforts. Well, insofar as being without hands can clap, I suppose. How goes the train cleansing, Goody Kupo? Oh, that was the little dude. Whatever. I did what I could, but I swear, as soon as I finish with one area, two more start manifesting a fresh taint. The forest's ability to heal itself is waning, and this sickness is spreading too fast for even a legion of Moogles to manage. If we don't come up with a better solution soon. The situation is even more grave than we imagined, Kupo. What do we do? We should maintain our efforts to purify the forest regardless. But since there are only so many of us, we must also help the forest to remember how to help itself.
A brilliant idea, I think. How do we go about doing that, though, eh?
Well, I was just getting to that part, Kupo. I love you, I love you, I'll never let you go. I've got it. We perform the friending.
The friending? What in the name of the King Moogle Mog the 12th? May he shower us with love and compassion, Kupo Nuts, eh? Is that?
Truth be told, I don't remember the ancient right's name, so I just made something up on the spot, Kupo. But let's forget about that for now and move on to stuff I do remember. It's an old ceremony that's performed when national... This voice just changes all the time, huh? When national Gridania was put a spark on an idea of a random thought in Founder's head. They knew if they were to establish a home within the Twelveswood that they would have to first entreat with the elements for permission. So a mage in their company found and cleansed a few sources of foul aether, planting saplings in their place and consecrated soil with a prayer to show the forest the purity of their intentions. The elements were so taken with this display that not only did they permit his people to settle within the forest, they also bestowed upon them their blessing as proof of their new covenant, Kupo.
I remember now, the Gridanians still honour the agreement to this day. For every tree that is cut down, a sapling is planted. So if we follow history's example, we can soothe the forest's pain and also nourish it with new life.
That's right, Kupo.
Well done, you two. I'm proud of you.
Oh, but I wasn't finished with the story. Remember the mage who planted those sacred saplings? He was none other than Jorin, sire of Ayukupoto, the very first Pajal. From that day forward, the elementals would bless a select few years with horns, favouring them with their fellowship. The Pajal were exalted by all the peoples of the Twelveswood. Even we Moogles look upon them with awe. And that's how it all began.
Alright. Something wrong, Kupo? You have a strange look on your face.
Gliper, maybe a Pajal. A former Pajal, at least.
How dreadful, Kupo. What exactly are you saying? So the man you think may have become Gleipnir was a Pajal stripped of his blessing, and that blasphemy kills with a poison that manifests symptoms that resemble those of the creeping death.
I feel sorry for this Iasura, to love the elements only to be shunned by them. To be surrounded by the beauty of the Twelveswood and know that he was forever an outsider. All for a child's mistake.
Agreed, buddy. That despair could easily have caused him to turn, and this poison that preys upon those who bear the Twelveswood blessing, the yours just like the creeping death ones did, might be another manifestation of the despair. Yep.
That would explain the elemental's unease, Kupo. We must redouble our efforts to plant saplings or they might never speak to us again.
Indeed, well, first things first, we must gather as many saplings as we can. Try, wait for us out of this nest, and make ready for a long and backbreaking day. Ah, shit.
All my days are long and backbreaking. The fuck? You wanna add more backbreaking to my long? More long to my backbreaking? The fuck is this? Rude. Been saving the fucking world. Insanity. You fucking insanity. I'm gonna go, that's a pretty gold sword, well done. Well done. Just a pretty gold sword, well done. Well done. I jump on you, aha. Can do about that, huh? No. Bird. Stop it. Welcome back, Ty. Did the Mughals have any insight into our problems? Yeah. That's some. A reenactment of the ceremony which laid the foundation of Gridania. A fitting plan, given the gravity of the threat our nation now faces. As ever, there is much work to be done before we can even begin. While the Mughals gather saplings, we shall continue to scour the Twelveswood for new beasts that must be purged. Let us pray that the elder seed seer regains her strength as quickly as well. But now take it rest, my friend. It is a rare indulgence these days, and one you've earned 1,000 times over. Thank you. Coconut cod chowder. Alright. Gleipnir has not been seen since our last encounter. This brief respite may be our best chance to quell the Great One's terror. Good to know. It has only been 2 seconds since we saw each other, but still.
Make way for the sapling scooper. We've had plenty of practice cultivating our gardens, so selecting the most robust ones was a simple matter. There's how this works, so you can help us with the easy part. If you see a spot of corruption, cleanse the taint and plant the sapling in its place, Kupo. Do it enough times and the Great One is sure to understand what we're doing all we can to heal the forest, which ought to bring its bright in its mood and such. We'll see to the shroud. You should have no trouble taking care of the rest, Kupo.
You mean I gotta do the south, the north, and the west? Your efforts are much appreciated. We will begin without further delay. I trust you will not object to my company. I dare say healing the forest is one task of which I am more qualified than most. Yeah, you're more than welcome to join us. Elder Seedseer, are you sure you're well enough to leave the city? I should like to think I have been for some time. In any event, Hisumi has finally grown tired of my objections and ceased his attempts to detain me further. Allow me to be the one to consecrate these saplings. 'Twould be an honor to offer words of thanks to the forest for its bounty.
Please do, Kupo. A prayer from the elder Seedseer herself will surely hasten their growth from tiny saplings to towering trees.
Such is my hope. As Joran did before me, I shall approach the Great One in friendship, that it might see through the veil of fear that blinds it, and remember our covenant. Good. Let us begin by cleansing all traces of corruption in the central shroud. To Greentail, I sense that the flow of ether has become warped there.
Impressive, Kupo. No my keen eyes could spot corruption from such a distance.
Well, you're not horny, are you? So that is wise, huh? It is but one of many talents I owe to the elements. Well then, shall we be on our way? We shall. Oh, we shall. Ba-dum bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum 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 bum. Thou shalt live, die unknown. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Companion cock. going down, bourbon. I shall keep watch for errant beasts. This blight upon the forest must be cleansed. When you have finished, I shall consecrate the sapling with soil, with prayer. Sounds good to me. Hello, wind element. Allow me to cleanse you of your taint. Thou shalt live, die unknown. In gratitude for your boundless blessings do I offer this gift. May it nourish you as you nourish us. At last, the earth is cleansed. There is a settlement not far from here. We should tell them of this sapling. Bid them watch over and keep it safe from harm. Of course, Elder Seetsia, I shall relay your words forthwith. It will give the people hope to know that they can aid in the restoration of the Twelveswood. Thank you. And now, we must go. Where are we going? Twirly-cam. It's a silent harbor. There's something foul impedes the flow of ether. Let us hurry. Sounds good to me. Sound of good to me. We really are doing the other shreds then, huh?
Well, do one of them, Kubo, and you do the other three. That seems fair, right, Kubo?
No, Kubo. You're a little shit, Kubo. You're a little shit. Kubo. Kubo. Hello. Look, the flowers have withered and died. I should think what the forest would look like if this were allowed to spread. Oh. Pray cease the corruption that I may plant and bless the sapling. Of course, of course. That's what I do. Water, lovely. There are two of them. Yep. Have my entire fucking rotation, you son of a bitch. No, not you, buddy. We've already spoken, I'm afraid. The injury has begun to heal. The next destination lies to the north. The one shroud we haven't been besides the one the Mughals said they'd do. Shocking, I know. Near Himstrel, I believe. 'Tis faint, but we are far from the source. Nevertheless, I am certain it is there. Come. Alright. Ooh, Himstrel. Himstrel, that's a bloody ways away, isn't it, from Earth, right? Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Sorry, that's a do yawn. There's a weird yawn. There's a big yawn. The yawn happened. We all saw it happen, we just pretend that didn't, okay? Go on with our lives. Ooh, it's the autumny part of Gridania. I like the autumny part of Gridania. Because I do quite like autumn. Yes. 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 Have nice. Got a nice colour to it, doesn't it, autumn? I don't see any purple thing. So close to the hamlet, there's nowhere safe. Why must people seek the shelter from this corruption? Cutscene. Cutscene, bourbon. 'Tis fortunate that the corruption here is faint. Simple prayer should suffice to cleanse this soil, after which we may plant a sapling. Very nice. Oh, Jeebus, I'm praying to you. Hear me right now, Jeebus. I love you, Jeebus, baby. Oh, I sense no other descriptions in the etheric flow, which leads me to believe that what the Mughals have already seen to the remainder. Indeed, the 12's word sighs with a contentment I have not felt in a long while. But it will serve to placate the Great One I cannot say. Not until we visit the Guardian Tree. Hello? Who are you?
Excuse me, but are you the elder seer? You are, aren't you? What brings you all the way to our village, Mom?
Corruption that had upset the balance of ether, but that we have since cleansed with prayer and saplings. Thus has the 12's word reclaimed a measure of peace.
You've been planting trees?
We have. The elements have suffered much of late. With these offerings we endeavour to raise their spirits.
What about my fucking spirits? What the fuck? Elder Seer, I've got to protest. What are your people's spirits? We, who dread every step we must take out of our doors.
I mean, fair point.
That terrible monster is still out there, preying upon innocent folk, without rhyme or reason. And if it doesn't strike us dead where we stand, this poison will finish the job. This is all part of that, though, buddy.
Though that should be explained. I concede. I know that you are afraid, that you and yours suffer still. However, 'tis under the auspices of the elementals that we may call the 12's word home, and they too cry out for deliverance. Even the Great One quakes with fear for the blasphemy's continued existence.
Kan-E, know what we should be saying, okay? Right? That's just gonna make them even more scared and cause despair and shit, you know, which we don't want right now. We should just be explaining that we're helping the elementals, because then they'll help us defeat the blasphemy. Alright, that's what we do in this situation, Kan-E. Okay, Kan-E?
To ignore their plight is to invite greater tragedy for us all. Rest assured, however, that I have not forgotten the needs of the people. We bring comfort to the elementals and renew our sacred ties, though we might enlist the aid of the Great One in combating Gleivnir, I've already forgotten his name, and suffocating despair it spreads. And so I pray to continue to put your faith in our guardians, and in me. There you go, that's a little better. Still could be a little bit more valuable for about it, just saying.
Would that we could, Elder Seer. But we've been dealing with death and sickness since before Gleivnir's coming. They say the creeping death's nothing to fear these days, but we know better. One of ours caught it not long ago. We gave her the cure, had plenty on hand. And for a while we thought it would be alright. But by the time we had realized it hadn't done a damn thing, it was too late to call for a conjurer. It was a sad day for us all when she passed, but for none more so than her poor husband, Stupin.
Why didn't you fucking tell these people about that beforehand, though? Like, the Seers kinda need to know about this shit, right? Big donkey. Can't fucking moan about stuff that you didn't tell them about.
He was beside himself with grief, and who could blame him?
And then came the Gleipnir in to compound our woes.
Supin? It cannot be. Do you speak of Iesura Supin? He married someone else. What a wanker.
Iesura, no. Supin was an odd one, but no.
No one had mistaken for a Pedro. Supin wasn't even his real name. That'd be Elengia. But his wife was fond of calling him Supin for some reason. And it caught on with the rest of us. I see. And what did Elengia look like? Well, I'd say he's been no more than 30 summers. Kept to himself. Came and went with nary a word at times. Though after he met his beloved, he became more of a fixture. Friendly even. His wife was a sickly lass, but she had spirit. But spirit's not enough to beat the creeping death. Pity we couldn't do anything for her, eh? So yeah, his wife died to the creeping fear, and that's why he's unleashing it, I would assume. Makes sense. He had finally made a new life for himself here. Thank you for recounting NJ's story. Sad though it was, it helped me to better understand how much you all have suffered. I promise that you will have cause to celebrate soon. Until then, I implore you again to place your faith in the elementals, and in me. Together we shall overcome this crisis. Well, alright, since you asked so bloody nicely. Despite what he said, I'm certain that Elengia it was Iesura's Supin. To think that he was living so close by all those years, searching for new purpose, and finding true love with someone else. Only to be robbed of that fulfillment too. Were he still a Pagel, empowered by the elementals, could he have saved her? He would have dwelt on the question, night after sleepless night. I know I would have. Mayhap in the end he came to blame the elementals for his helplessness, for her death, and in despair was consumed. Aye, the animosity would linger, endure, and in vengeance would Gleipnir find its final purpose. We have done all we can to show the Great One purity of our intent. Let us hope that we will be accepted as friends. Not indeed, not indeed. Not indeed. I'm going over here, are we? Alright. Alright. I'd say so far, I think this has been my favourite one. It feels the most like what I was expecting them to be. Like I was expecting each of them to be like sort of a nice cap off for that region, essentially. I don't feel like the other two kind of did end up feeling like this one, but this one does. It feels like we're delving more into this area. We're delving into like the past of this area. The main sort of character of this area. It's nice. Where others had bits of that, but this feels a lot more focused on it. This dude with koala is fine. I like that koala so much, he's so cute. I love the way it just holds onto you. It's adorable. Our supplications cannot have escaped the Great One's notice. They'd be enough to receive an audience. Oh, they'll get knocked out this time, yes? And if a beast comes, let the tank deal with it, you know? Brought a tank for a reason, for fuck's sake. O Great One, may I abide ever beneath your bowers, embraced by your compassion, grace and wisdom. Bestill the fear within your heart, and know that I am your faithful servant. That feels like it's going a bit better so far. Oh, bloody mouse. I'm floating now. That's what I do. Oh, feeling. Passing corruption. Refreshed. Renewed green. Flesh restored. Child of child, covenant honored, friend, friendship, peace. It worked! The Great One speaks through the Elder Seeds here. So you getting to see this is really cool. Like, I feel like the others didn't have moments like this. We were right to follow Joran's example. We beseech your help to slay Gleipnir. Please? Profanity's spawn, despair's orphan, sadness and anger, sadness, death's prayer, one and all. Poison potent, wounds unmending, withering bark, no strength to share. That's the one. After all we've done, you deny us. After all the Elder Seeds has endured, she has pledged herself to you, devoted her life to the Twelveswood. The people cried out for salvation and she answered. The elementals cried out for deliverance and she answered. Only you can help us now. If you do not, then we are lost. She is lost. Please, I beg you. We beg you. I don't know who this is. Everyone. Everybody. What are you doing here? We've been depending on the Seedseers all our lives, blaming them whenever something goes wrong, without ever considering what we might do ourselves. Aye, but no longer. The Elder Seedseer has gone to incredible lengths for her people, and so her people have come to return the favour. If her plea alone is not convincing enough, then we will raise our voices in support. We couldn't let them make the journey without protection. And we couldn't let them put us to shame. We too have come to stand with the Elder Seedseer and beseech the Great One for aid. All we want is the same thing, don't we? Peace restored to the forest. So please, share what you can, however little. Do not forsake us. Do not forsake her. Kan-E, Covenant's child, walks with man, with elemental, keeper of ancient faith, unbroken. Can-Norse will not break faith to man, render up flesh. Then you agree to help us. Flesh branches, take and join. Two eldest elders, renew bond, as one steer. Raise up to heavens, covenant symbol, our staff. All join, all bloom, all peace. Why, thank you, Mr. Ancient Person. Appreciate that. You're alright, Kan-E. You did well. Everyone's proud of you. My duty weighed heavy on my heart. So heavy that at times I scarce remembered to breathe. For days and nights I worried that I would be found wanting. But your faith and trust as the path forward has been revealed to us. You came hither, united in purpose, and bared your hearts before the Great One. Nay, Gordania is forever in your debt. Oh, she's in our debt, fuck, you know. I've never been happier, mate. Ah, twinklies. I love a good twinkly. Oh, little smile. Twinklies for everyone. You get a twinkly. And you get a twinkly. And you get a twinkly. You also get a twinkly. And two of you for some reason get twinklies. Fuck knows why. But you've got them. Enjoy. Where's my twinkly? Am I not twinkly enough for you? May I rely on you all once more? I bid you take these branches to every corner of the Twelveswood and join them to the eldest trees. Though we might finally win free of despair. You know what? If that's what you gotta do with them, I don't want one. I'm good with that. It shall be done, Elder Seedseer. We swear it. Once the trees have been bound together in spirit, I shall carry out the Great One's final instruction, and cast its cleansing power all across the Twelveswood. Yet I must remind you, my friends, that Gleipnir still stalks the forest. It will not remain idle. It will attempt to stop us. Go with your hope in your hearts, but do not lose sight of the danger. Hand and fist, baby, hand and fist. I put my hand in my fist. You get the gist. You get the gist. I put my hand in my fist, but not the rest. Never the rest. It means I mean action. It means I'm coming to turn in the quest. When I put my hand in my fist, you know I do not stand. Ooh, someone's getting pretty nice. Close and personal. Bird? No. It's a bad bird. I admit for a moment I thought it wouldn't work. The Elder Seedseer moved not only the hearts of the people, but that of the forest itself. Her final task appears to be a bit more complicated than the Great One made it sound, and so she must scour the ancient texts before the time comes, and consult the Seedseer Council, to make sure all goes according to plan. It's just as well. We still need to wait until the others have joined the Great One's branches to the many ancient trees scattered throughout the Twelveswood. Then, of course, there is a matter of Gleipnir. He will not go peacefully, as we work to hasten his demise. When he comes, we must be ready. And boy will he come. Impeccable timing as always, Ty. But moments ago, the Elder Seedseer sent word to go and fetch you. I'm good with that, you know. She's already on her way, and will explain everything herself when she arrives. Cool. Keel. Hello. The children of the Twelveswood, both Moogle and Mana Lake, have sailed forth branches in hand, to the far reaches of the forest. Soon their task shall be completed. Though the shadow of death yet looms large, they do not allow despair into their hearts. They hold fast to their faith in a brighter future. We shall see their hope rewarded, and by the grace of the elementals, consign these grim days to memory. We may only succeed in summoning their in-room hedge. You may recall the Great One's words were muddled and esoteric, whatever. I believe it was all an instruction to carry out this esoteric ceremony in order to expunge the corruption befouling the forest, that the once tainted earth may begin to mend. For you see, when the ermine hedge was last formed, it was to protect the Twelveswood from threats without. The Great One acted as a guardian, embracing the woods to shield them as a father would his child. On this occasion, however, we will call upon it to nourish and revitalize, as a mother nurses her child to make them strong against sickness. In channeling the power of the elementals in this way, we can stem the spread of Gleipnir's poison, and the scars of its passing will finally heal.
At least that was what the Great One intended to say, I believe. The C-Tier Council agrees with my interpretation and has permitted me to perform this ceremony. Alright. I have in my possession a single branch, the final one to be attached to the eldest tree of the Twelswood. For all you have done to aid us thus far, I ask you accept this honor. Who better to set the final stone in this new foundation for everlasting peace? You who have sacrificed so much for the sake of others. If we had even a sliver of your courage, we could move mountains. Oh, thank you. Look at me! I got me. Yep. That's what I've got. Thank you, my friend. We will we will find the tree of which I spoke in front of the Leatherworkers Guild. Let us depart. I shall indeedy. Indubitably. Badabam, 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 bam, bam, bam. Bum 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 bum. From here, the Great One's blessing will spread to every corner of Gridania, and send all manner of wicked beasts scurrying back into the shadows. This the tree? Pretty the scrawny fucking tree. Or is this whole thing the tree? Kinda look like a rock, but I guess it's a tree, right? Look to the bars above, and you will see a spot where the bark has been discolored by age and the elementals. There you must affix the branch. Alright, sounds good to me. You ascend the ancient trunk and affix the branch of the guardian tree to the weathered bark as directed by the elder Seetsia. I am good like that. You are quite the climber. And with that, all preparations are now complete. Let us return to the guardian tree, and with the aid of the Great One, deliver salvation to the whole of the Twelswood. Sounds good to me, Kan-E. 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 Kan-E-Senna? Kan-E-fucking-Senna? He can. He can indeed. Put my fist in my hand, oh yeah. Driving round the land. What? Put my fist in my hand, oh yeah. And that is pretty grand. It's pretty grand. My journey nears its end. I shall be glad to go to bed without Gleipnir to haunt my dreams. That'd be nice. If it is truly Iesora's lingering resentment for our elementals that drives the blasphemy, then it will surely come. I'm not sure it's his resentment. For the sake of the man he was, I must try to appeal to his reason. But should I fail, then we will have no recourse but to fight. Regardless, this day we shall bid farewell to Gleipnir. It's not him anymore. That's how this works. There's some bestial itch of him in there, but you can't. You can't talk him down. Through the branches of the guardian tree, the Twelswood has become as one. In summoning the Ermin Hitch, every elm of these sacred lands will be imbued with the greatest one's nourishing ether. The forest will be empowered to heal itself, to break free of Gleipnir's despair. The ceremony is complex and delicate, and I must maintain focus. I trust you will do what is necessary to see that I am not interrupted. Yep. Here he comes. Gleipnir comes. Defend the elder seats here. That's what I do. I'm a tanky boy. About time I got to do some tanking. Hello. Better rip another horn off your head, sir. Blasphemy, Gleipnir. Are the elementals so deserving of your scorn? Do you hate me too? For my horns? I knew a boy once. A boy who called them gifts. Symbols of the blessings he resolved to share with the world. Yet the beast before me now brings naught but misery and death. Marks its victims with chains to bind and condemn, to share in its suffering. I was not there for you then, but I am here for you now, to unmake what you have become. Oh. I shall begin the ceremony. Stand fast and remember what we fight for. I'm not. Ooh, water. Well, she's doing some badass shit. Fucking ballet over here. Ballet to win the day. Dun 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 dun. Shift you, move you away from me. So just gotta keep him busy. Oi, what are you doing? Ah, shit. You. I'm a bit late on that one, B. T. B. Am I doing anything? Oh, Jesus, that's not good. Oh, fuck, alright. Ooh, move! No, don't jump! Stop it. Okay. Okay, everything's alright. Move? Oh. Can I interrupt it? No, you must... What? What am I supposed to do there? I tried to interrupt it, it didn't work. Can I just... No. Fuck. Alright, well... shit. I can't even click on it. Oh, I can. Alright, there you go. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Is that the one I wanted to use? Yeah. Actually, I should have done that. Alright. The more you know. Are you alright, Kan-E? You're gonna die. Will you fucking move so I can click on it, you big bastard? Fuck me. Okay, oh, I've not even built it up. Okay, you. Am I stood right here? I don't think I am, am I? Oh, I didn't fucking do anything. Okay, okay. Beat. Heal your ass, shall I? Fuck me. You're supposed to be healing me. What about you? You need healing too. Oh, right. I'm paying attention. Shit. Fucking hell. Ooh, fuck me. Oh, I'm not sure I wanted to be there. There's no getting out of that anyway. So I can stun him. Nope. Okay. E? I don't... Can I... Limit break? No. Okay. What did they want me to do? They want me to do? No, not very easy. Fuck off, you patronizing bastard. I don't get it. Like, a lot of this I'm not understanding. I don't really know what it wants me to do at all. Like, I couldn't stun it, so what was I supposed to do there? Fucking goddammit. Alright, you... I still hurt her. They're alright for now. What am I supposed to do? Fucking game. I don't get what I'm supposed to do there. I mean, she was at full health last time and we still lost. But sticks. Fucking, is that what I'm supposed to do? Nope. Shit. Fuck me. It's too slow. Over it. Come on. Maybe this is what I did wrong last time. We're gonna die again. Am I supposed to do something? I don't fucking get it. Thanks. Maybe interrupt. Oh, I can interrupt that. Fucking. Why can't I interrupt him, but I can't stun him? Well, I'm fucking stupid. Come here, you. Get me to heal him. Go on, you got this, Kan-E. My prayers have been heard. May you embrace shield us and cleanse the corruption from our home.
By the grace of the elementals!
Oh, she actually said a thing. A voice. It happened. You alright, buddy?
By the light of the crystal!
Alright. You guys want to come and help? Thank you. Don't face them, thank you.
I shall ease your hurts.
Oh shit, I won't continue. Oh well. I moved. I shouldn't have. I didn't realize it was one of those. I should have noticed. Whoops-a-daisy. What a mistake to make. I'm trying. Shit. Oh god. Alright. Sorry.
What's will be done?
She's putting out some fantastic healing. Can one of you limit break, please? Wow, DPS dude, limit break, please. Finish him off. Nearly there. There we go. Oof. Once I realized I could interrupt. Fuck me. I couldn't interrupt all these things though. So I'm not sure if it was just that one. Give myself the benefit of the doubt, right? Yeah, baby. Though sacred soil and azure skies, may your compassion flow and swell to banish the darkness. Oh, not this song. This just makes me sad. Finally let her be a badass. Let's go, Kan-E. Receding terror, blissful quiet. Blessing covenant preserved, now and always, child of child. Oh, is that the tree? Oh. Honor and gratitude unending. For we as well, honor and gratitude unending. We could not have overcome the blasphemy without your aid. In your everlasting grace, I pray you continue to guide we children of the forest. In your boundless mercy, I pray you forgive the lost and forsaken who succumb to despair. Aww. To you, my dear Yesura, I promise I shall never forget your words of wisdom. Ours is indeed a gift and a blessing, and a duty to our people I will uphold. Till my final breath, this I swear. It's beautiful. Very beautiful. Zoom my ass back in. The elder Seetz's childhood friend suffered too much tragedy in his life. Of that there can be no doubt. Pardon me? But with his passing, he and the realm may once more know peace. And we will finally begin to mourn the innocence lost to this rage. Thank you, Tai. The great cleansing could not have succeeded without you. The blight has been purged and the blasphemous beast which bore it laid low. The sacred wood that once held its breath in there now breathes a long sigh of relief. I must return to Gridania and my regular duties as Elder Seetzia, but I should be glad if you could call upon me there, that is, if I may impose upon you one final time. Always. Thank you. I promise not to detain you at length. Let us meet again at the Lotus Stand. Of course, of course. Bum 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 bum. This song just makes me sad when I hear it. It's beautiful, but it makes me sad. Obvious reason. I knew the first time I heard it, like it's going to be one of those songs that plays in like a really sad moment, and then whenever you hear it, all you're going to remember is that moment. And you're going to be very sad about it. I went to the wrong fucking place, did I? No. No, I did not. Thank good. Thank good, thank good, thank good. Forgotten which one it was, not gonna lie. I will not lie to thy. Oh, we're going in here. The other seats here await you within. Shall I escort you to her? Yes, please. If you do not mind. It would be appreciated. Ah, it's like ages since I've been in here. It isn't, but it feels like it. The Great One's ether flows all throughout the Tweleswood. clutching the last vestiges of Gleipnir's poison. Surviving, wounded, no longer in danger, and I began to recover at long last. Very good, very good. We have much cause to rejoice, in no small part because of you, my friend. On behalf of Gridania and myself, allow me to thank you yet again for your tireless efforts in bringing Gleipnir to a heel. You went above and beyond the call of duty for the sake of our people, and their homeland. You were inspiring to behold, and not for the first time, I must say. Aw, you too, buddy. You gonna make me blush. You know, I don't blush, but if I did, well, I still wouldn't be blushing. But I'd consider it, you know? Forgive me, Elder Seedseer, but with this crisis behind us, I would suggest a new course of action. Oh, and what would that be? Rest. In all our time together, I've never seen you so hard-pressed. Surely you are weary and could benefit from a brief respite. Couldn't we all? Goddamn you, rest, woman. I appreciate your concern, my friend, but I cannot, will not. One day, perhaps, but not this day. What if I ask? But Elder Seedseer. Recent events have given me cause to reflect upon my past, upon lessons that I once thought I had taken to heart. When I did not yet understand the duty which I had been entrusted, when these horns of mine were but chains binding me to a destiny I did not choose. 'Twas Iesura that taught me to appreciate the gift I had been given. Had he not been there to help me keep the proper path, where would my errant feet have taken me instead? He was perhaps the first, but he would not be the last. My brother and sister and countless other kind souls, through their words and their support, have also helped me to continue to find a way forward, even when I thought there was none. 'Tis by opening our hearts to one another that we, in turn, open new paths that we can conceive of greater opportunities and brighter futures. All who live within Gridania are deserving of these gifts, and so I must always be there for them, that together we may journey in safety through darkest night. Gore. Not tempted to live wild and free like an adventurer? It is not without its appeal. I recall fondly the few occasions I have travelled beyond. Our time together in the churning mist left a lasting impression. If ever there came a time when I need no longer serve as Elder Seedseer, I should very much to accompany you on another adventure. You would always be welcome. Hand in fist. Regardless of what the future has in store, my present course is clear. So long as we Pajars serve as the bridge between man and elemental, Gridania can weather any storm. Also, I will continue to walk hand in hand with my people and my patrons, along a path that we discover together. Boom. Alright. Indeed. And also, you know. Very nice. Go back to Razatan and talk to that other guy for some reason. Issue. Though the blasphemy is no more, there are still administrative matters to resolve. If it's not too much ask, could you bring word to the recent events to our delegate in Razatan? Of course. It's been an honor and a pleasure, my friend. May the elementals watch over and keep you. You too, buddy. I would gladly go to Razatan myself in your stead, but the other Seedseer is adamant on resuming our duties at once. And so I too must go without rest, but as such in life we choose both. Both choose. It's the life we both choose. Got there in the end. I got there in the end. Ooh, this was by far my favourite of the three so far. I really enjoyed this one. It really felt like it expanded on sort of like what we knew about Gridania, but we got to saw things, see things. I don't feel like we'd seen much of before. It felt like a proper celebration of their part of the their region and their part of the story, in a way that I don't feel like the other two necessarily were as much. Especially poor Uldar. I just got left out entirely. Like, you get a little bit of time there. And the Alamigo one. Welcome back. I pray you have brought glad tidings. Gleipnir is slain. He brought joy to me on an otherwise uneventful day. Of course, I had complete faith in your success, but I had begun to worry ever so slightly when you did not return as quickly as I anticipated. I shall report your success to the envoys at once. If we have further need of you, I pray you will answer our call. Sure thing, buddy. You can now dye job specific gear for level 90. I had a look and it's pretty sure it's just a fucking cloak you can dye though. Yeah. It's fair enough, I guess. Anyway, ooh, thank you for watching. It was fun times. I enjoyed doing this. Like I say, my favorite one of the Royal Quest so far, of these ones, the Endwalker ones. I liked how much like elaboration we got on Gridania, especially Kan-E, because I feel like she's not really had much time to shine in the MSQ. So it's nice that she finally got to do something and get a bit of character development, and we even got some backstory for her, which was neat. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was fun. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. That's wrong. That's the wrong one. There we go. I'll get there in the end. This is Maz. This is Maz. Is that right? Anyway, bye. Thank you.